Hi friends, this is your host Simardeep, and today's episode is about a term COSHH and the role of HR officer slash welfare or employee relations officer under this. Now, what is COSHH? As per a UK institute, the meaning of COSHH is control of substances hazardous to health regulations. In UAE context, let us understand. In UAE, the industries are evolving at a very fast pace, and it is of utmost importance to protect the workers and employees from hazardous substances and chemicals. Now, what is the primary objective of COSHH? The primary objective of COSHH is protecting the workers from the exposure of hazardous substances, and these hazardous substances can be chemicals, dust, fumes, vapors, uh, depending upon the industry. For example, in oil and gas, there are a lot of fumes and vapors. Other than this, it could be bacteria, virus, etc. So, the primary objective of COSHH is to protect the workers from all these kind of substances that could pose a hazard to the health of a worker. Now we will understand the role of HR officer or ER officer in this. For example, how what a HR officer or ER officer or a welfare officer can do to protect these workers, or on ground level, what is done. Uh, the officer should made available PPE uh, for to all the workers. PPE means personal protective equipment. It includes goggles, uh, helmet if the workers are working on a construction site, gloves if the workers, for example, are cleaning team. Uh, all the cleaning team should be provided with proper gloves to work for. So this is a very simple example what a HR officer or ER officer can do related to COSHH, or what is the actual role here. Let's move on to next step. Let's try to understand the framework of COSHH. Step one is identify hazards. So uh, you need to identify hazards. What are the possible hazards and where are they? Next is risk assessments. Risk assessment means that you analyze what kind or how much risk a hazard can pose. Is it a high risk or a low risk, and so on. Next is implementing control measures. Now, once the hazards are identified and the risk has been assessed, the next step would be implement some measures to control the risk. For example, let us, for example, uh, if there is a high, there is a chemical which a worker is using, which is very harmful to, and it is a cleaning chemical. Then a substitute should be provided which is less harmful. Uh, let's understand or listen about a story or a case study of a worker and the role of the officer here. Uh, a worker was having a high absenteeism rate, and the concerned officer he identified the trend in the absenteeism. Uh, now, the worker was every month or every fortnight, the worker was going to the medical, and the problem was not getting resolved. It was some reaction was with the hands, and when proper study or analysis was done by the officer, he found out that uh, the worker was facing some issue due to the cleaning chemicals. So at this point, the corrective measure that was taken was that a substitute chemical was introduced as per the request of the officer, and the company provided uh, company distributed to all its sites different cleaning chemical. So this was one case study which can be used here. Training. Training can be provided, for example, in the framework of COSHH, proper training should be given to the new employees, to the new workers. Uh, and the role of HR officer here should be that he or she should understand the manpower, that which languages are there. So the training should be provided in different languages as per the requirement and suitability of the workforce. And the HR officer or ER officer should organize uh, proper schedules, proper schedules, maintain proper attendance, and also should participate in the orientation program so that a proper bond or and the employee relations is done effectively. Thank you.